do you suppose your dog training coach is going to say when you come up to them and say, yeah, I tried that, it doesn't work? Because quite often that comes with a little bit of body language associated with it. And it's not often kind, because here's the thing, and I've mentioned this on the podcast before, you can shape people, and I hope you intentionally do. You use kindness, you use gratitude to have the kind of relationships you'd love to have with people. There have been a lot of people that I've observed shaping their dog training coaches to not coach them. So maybe your coach has got great information for you, but when they've tried to give you feedback, you tell them things like, I've tried that, it doesn't work. Or, yeah, but you don't know my dog. Or, that won't work with a breed of mine. Or, oh, no, I know that I wouldn't be able to do that. Whatever. I want to give you a better, more effective strategy for you to approach your coach if you truly believe that you tried it and it didn't work. Because guess what? I'm not saying that's not possible. It is possible. What I'm saying is it might not be the best tact to take with somebody that you're looking to get feedback from. So what you want to do is open a dialogue with your coach. Open a dialogue that looks something like this. Hey, I've been trying that process, and before I go any further, can I just run a few things by you to make sure I've got it clear? Who's going to say no to that? Okay, they might say, why don't we talk about it after class? Or, we'll have a phone consult or something. But they're not going to say no. If they do, then, you got the wrong coach. So you would approach them with like, first, let me walk you through all of the steps of the process as I understand them. And you might go through step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, my dog and I currently are at step 2. And here's the criteria I'm looking for. Now, what I want to hear from you as my student, I want you to talk about the what you're seeing, the how you're approaching your training. What I don't ever want to hear is the what you think your dog is thinking. Never tell me that. Never tell anyone that. Because unless you have a download from the big guy himself or the big gal herself, none of us really knows what our dogs are thinking, right? We can have some inkling based on their body language. So that would be a what. What I'm seeing is my dog does this. Should I be concerned? So I'm on step 2 of the process, and I'm training at this time of day because I'm using these 3 reinforcers because I decide to change reinforcement when I see this. Because a lot of times people reinforce a dog for leaving work by changing reinforcement. Or they reinforce a dog for something they don't ever want to see again when they change reinforcement. Oh, my dog's not interested in the ball. Look, mommy's got a squeaky. Okay, so I use these reinforcements. I connected with my dog before I started training, so they were in the right excitement stage. And as you can see from my notes from my last 5 training sessions here in my journal, I did get success up to this point. When I reviewed my video, because I always video every session, when I reviewed my video, I noticed my mechanics were doing this. So I corrected it to look more like what you were doing, but I'm still getting this. And what I'm thinking is that I'd like to try either this or possibly that. Do either one of those sound like a good option to you? Now you've got a coach that goes, bless you, my child, you were listening. Now you've got a coach who's engaged in troubleshooting with you. Hey, yeah, well, we had another Saluki, and when they did that, this is what happened. So try that reinforcement after that behavior, and I think that's going to solve the problem. It's a conversation. It's a dialogue based on intentionally clear statements and questions, right? Do you see how that's different than saying, yeah, I tried that, but it didn't work?